John Mice here with Richard Mortimer. I'm just so excited to have Richard here. He has discovered or created an amazing way to create AI cheat codes, et cetera, with AI. And he's going to show you that process today. And I'm just, without further ado, the credibility is in the actual, when you see how easy Richard makes it, I believe you're going to be blown away. So without further ado, Richard Mortimer.
Okay, thank you, Sean. Yeah, a couple of things. I've got a bit of a cold. We've had a bit of a drama in the house, so if it's a bit of noise, just excuse that, please. Yeah, so it's interesting because it's only when you really said how good it was, the product, I actually really believed in it. So it just shows you. Anyway, what I'd like to do is just take you through that first product that I made for our WSO, our Warrior Plus launch, because basically I was noodling and thinking what I could do, and then I got a concept in my mind and I went to ChatGPT and just basically came out with a full-blown product after a bit of a backwards and forwards with ChatGPT. So basically what I'm saying is that I had a concept in my mind. So often you've obviously heard about affiliate marketing, and one of the things that people do for affiliate marketing is put an opt-in offer in front of the affiliate offer, because that way you build your list as well as make sales. So that's a concept that I've kind of taught a lot, and there's various ways of doing it. And I thought, I wonder what you could do with ChatGPT with AI, because what I was thinking was that normally you start maybe with the opt-in offer, and then you look for a paid offer that it could be your own, or it could be an affiliate offer to make sales. But I thought I want to reverse engineer it, so I want to find an affiliate offer, then reverse engineer that and use AI to do it. So that's kind of the concept I had in my mind. Now, you say, okay, well, you already had that in your mind, so that's from your knowledge and thing, but you can ask ChatGPT these kind of things and get ideas for concepts by using it. So we're kind of starting a little few steps down the road, if you like. So if I just share my screen, and I'll just take you through this. Okay, so can you all see that? Yeah, great. Okay. So basically, I've put this actually on the document. So just to give you sort of an idea, I can't put the whole thing because I realize how long it is. When I look back at it today, it was quite a long process. I mean, it only took minutes, but it's a lot of text. So I don't want to put it all in here, but I've basically put the basic things that I was asking, so you can kind of see and get an idea. So I'm going to go back to it. So here's ChatGPT. It's just going to take a little bit of time to load, because so what I'm using is I bought a GPT some time ago. It's called my Income Coach, and I call it Max. Maybe you don't like the idea of humanizing it, but I find it quite helpful to use your P's and Q's, your please and thank you, and call it a name. So basically, that's what I'm doing there. You don't have to do that, obviously. So basically, I was kind of thinking about what I could do here. Can you help with the product launch? All right. So then it's starting to ask questions. And then, so this is more detailed prompt. That's actually in the document. So you can see that. Okay. And then it's giving me a bit of feedback. So it's very positive. It's designed, the GPT is designed to be a very positive coach. So it kind of is always very positive in its replies. Can be a little bit annoying, but that's quite helpful. So I'm just kind of, it's giving me some answers here. And then it's asking them some more questions. So it says, once you tell me that, I'll write the prompt flow and the opt-in creation prompts. Okay, so I've given an answer. And then this is where it starts to give me the product. Okay, so a bit of to and fro, then you start to get the product. Okay. But this isn't the final product as far as I need to go back and check it all really to see if actually this is actually the product, because I didn't realize how much I'd actually done in this. Okay, so then I was just going away, and then that's about upsells, so don't worry about that because that was a different matter really. Okay, so that's still the upsells. It's giving me ideas for upsells. So some of the stuff I'm not even using. Okay, so then it's asking me a question there. It's talking about my work with Sean. Okay, that way. Then it's asking about testimonials, which was obviously something you could add to the sales page. Okay, I'm going to try and go through this quickly so that, because I wanted to get down to near the bottom. Sorry, it's just it takes a bit of time to load because it's okay. So what I really want to get to is when it's starting to, it did a sales page, which I kind of based the sales page on. So it was doing that as well, all in the same thread. Okay. And then I think, okay, right, I'm starting to get specific here. So instead, please could you create the training and prompts for the 2 traffic methods? So it gives me that. Okay. And I think that actually goes into the final product. Okay. So the reason I'm showing you this is because it's very interactive. You saw with Sean, it's very interactive. Okay. And then basically we started to go through, I'd outlined the offer. I can't remember where that was now, but so basically we ended up with 5 modules. So the modules are finding an affiliate offer, then reverse engineering it to make the opt-in page and so on. Okay, so basically I asked for the prompts for each module. So it did that. And then it said, look, do you want me to create the module 2 prompts? Yes, please. And there's module 2. Okay. And then carry on. And then module 3 again. See, it's kind of cottoned on to what I'm doing, and it's just coming out with all the, and that's the final product basically. When we get to this email setup and back end sales. So some of you might have actually bought this, and that's basically where it's come from. Okay, so you're getting an idea in this document of what we're doing. But what I wanted to do was to actually create something. I'm not sure whether I'll probably use ChatGPT actually, because I could run out of bandwidth on, it's not responding now. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what I'd like to do, I can't quite see the chat. Let me see if I can see it. Why can't I see the chat, Sean? But what I'd like you to do is to give me an idea of a problem that you're having in your business, or something that could be a product that you'd like a solution to. And the thing I'm going to do is whoever gets the one that I do, you'll actually get that as a product. So you'll get it to be able to sell for yourself. Okay. Now I can't see the chat. Why can't I see the chat? I don't know why. Let me have a look. Sorry about this. Oh, here we go. Right. So what I'm looking for is somebody who's got a problem we want to go through and create a product about. So if you just type that in, and then I'll see the answers, and we'll pick one. Okay. Sean, do you have an idea? Oh, here we go. I'm new at Medium, and I would like to create a community around successful audience building. Now, I don't know anything about a Medium. I don't know how that all works, but let me. So, Chloe, you've won the prize. Okay, so here we go. Let's. I'm going to put this into my document. We're still sharing. Yeah. Okay, so this is the question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that in my prompt. It's very general, but it's a very general thing. Let's see what happens. Okay. So it's giving me, it's obviously asking me questions and things like this. So obviously, if I was to go back and look at those, we haven't got time to look at it in detail now, sadly. I'll probably go back and do some more work on this. But I want to just sort of press on. So I'm just going to cut across it in a sense. See what it comes up with. So there you are. Now, probably if I teased it out based on what it wrote up here, I could probably get a much better thing. But there you are, you've got it. So that's like a starter way of getting Medium going. How many seconds did that take? Okay, so that's great. Thank you. So I think I'm pretty much done, Sean. Thanks.
Okay, so basically what we've done here is Richard and I have partnered up where I created 4 prompt systems to sell as prompt systems. Okay. And obviously I took an hour to go through those because I was kind of spelling out what am I doing line by line by line. All right. Richard, on the other hand, showed you the implementation of taking a prompt system, making it up, saying, okay, go do it, and then creating all of that, but doing it in real time. Okay. So what he did took 7 minutes because he's actually demonstrating creating the real thing. Whereas I just simulated creating the real thing. I did a little bit of copy and paste so you guys could see that it would be a real thing, but it wasn't really finished yet. What Richard did is he took one and he took that information. Now, here's the thing. I'm actually going to open up a ChatGPT again, and I am going to use ChatGPT. I just like ChatGPT. I wish I didn't because of some political reasons, but I mean, you know, when something works, it works, right? Okay, so I'm going to go back to ChatGPT, and you know, one of the questions that I'm foreseeing is going to come in, and I'd love for you to type any questions that you have into the chat. We'll be wrapping up here shortly, so if you have any questions, type it in the chat, and Richard and I can see if we have answers. We don't have all the answers, right? We're making this stuff up as we go, but we're making money on it. Just like 19 years ago, I was making up stuff as I went with e-zine articles, and the stuff that didn't work, I threw it out, and the stuff that did work, I made money on. Okay, you guys get to do the same thing. This is the wild, wild west. All right. Okay, so some of you might be saying, well, what kind of thing, what kind of systems could I make? So the first thing is anything out there. You could say, hey, can you create me a system for automating Medium articles, right? You could ask it to do that and it would create it for you. But what I want to do is I'm going to ask it to give me 20 ideas. Okay. Please give me 20 AI powered prompt ideas for creating streamlined systems that can be used by that. This could be anybody. This could be pastors. This could be stay-at-home moms. This could be people that need to lose weight. This could be marriage, whatever. I'm going to use our online topic of course creation as the topic, as an example. Now, if I was really doing it, I'd probably use AI. You can do that as well. Okay. I'm going to use Course Creator, even though it's not a hot topic right now, for the example, because this is an example. Please give me 20 AI-powered prompt ideas for creating streamlined systems that can be used by course creators to streamline. Sorry, folks, I didn't have time to mute that audio on that. So if I blew your eardrums out, I'm sorry. That can be used by course creators to streamline their influencer process. Now, that's like gibberish. I have no idea what they'll come up with for this, but hopefully they're going to give me some systems. Okay. Now watch this, folks. Watch this. Oh my, you guys are going to get ready to get blown away. You are getting ready to be blown away. Look at this. We got 20 ideas, an influencer niche signal scanner, an ideal influencer avatar builder. Do these sound like things you could sell on Warrior Plus? determine which funnel stage this influencer is best suited for. Personalized outreach message gen. We could sell this as a pack of 20 prompts. Okay. So what if I were to just take this prompt right here? I just kind of sort of just take this one and I said, please change this prompt into a detailed step-by-step system I can use to teach course creators how to do this. Okay, I have no, but basically I'm just popping in number 6. I'm going to take the number 6 off. This is the prompt idea. Okay, let's just see what it gives us. Look, here's one thing I want you guys to understand, gals. It's probably more gals here than our guys. So gals, here's what I want you gals to understand. Oh, men, don't be getting offended. Okay, for guys and gals here, here's what you understand. I just guess. Like, I just look like I know what I'm doing. I just guess. If I like what ChatGPT gives me, I sell it. If I don't like it, I guess on something else. Okay, here's the system. Value first system. This is the core principle. This is step 1. This is step 2. This is step 3. This is the prompt. This is step 4. This is step 5. This is step 6. Now, how much you want to bet? I could take this. Look, I can also ask it to create fill in the blanks prompts. Package this as a paid prompt system. I think I'm getting ready to run out of credits for the day. So if I do, you can put this prompt in. All I'm going to do is package this as a paid prompt system in. Now it's structuring it as a product I can sell for $47 to $97. Now I would probably only sell it for $17 on Warrior Plus. This is the product. This is everything that's inside of it. And then what I would do is one by one, I would take these and ask it to make me prompts for each one of these. I would copy and paste all of this stuff onto a Google Doc, and I would sell it. Type in believe if you can see me selling something like this. Can you see Sean Mai selling something that looks just like this? Right? Can you see me? Would you buy it? Right? Okay. Here's the thing. You guys are typing in believe. And here's the thing. You guys can do exactly what we have shown you. Chloe, I don't know if I'm going to run out of chits here. Let's see. I want to make sure. Any other questions? Okay. By the way, you guys can use. Let me send Richard. We didn't agree on this, and I don't want to speak for him. I'm going to send him a quick text. Okay, just hold. You know this guy's this live, guys. Okay. Just so you know, Richard, I am going to do that on my end. There's no pressure on your end. Just let me know in the chat if that's a yes or a no, and nobody will ever know the difference. Is that a thumbs up from you? Okay. All right, cool. So here's what I was going to say, and I still want to ethically speak for Richard. Okay. So here's the thing. You're going to receive the docs today from me, and I think Richard said you're going to get his doc as well. You're going to get those docs. Now, please don't take those docs and then just copy and paste what's on them and then go sell that as your own. But you can take everything we just did, put the same prompts into ChatGPT. It will create a new thing that's similar, but it won't be exactly the same. You guys literally have seen us create 5 WSOs today live on screen. These could literally be your next 5. And you say, well, what if 20 other people do it? Have you looked at the Warrior Plus dashboard here? This is basically the same 5 things. Maybe I'm exaggerating, under exaggerating, whatever that would be. This is like literally the same 10 ideas recycled day after day after day after day. When I did Warrior Plus, what did I sell? Did I sell workshops? I don't remember what I sold. I didn't call them workshops back then, but I basically created a training and then I sold the PLR to the training and then I sold the PLR to the PLR and then I sold a back end with some other PLR with some other PLR with some other PLR that I created week after week after week. I sold that stuff for like 2 years on Warrior Plus. You know, the biggest reason why I got out of Warrior Plus? I was just bored. I was just bored. I wanted to do something fun. I probably should have stayed on Warrior Plus, just kept doing it. But now next year is going to be really exciting because I'm partnering with folks like Richard to do these. And then, it's just so much fun because we can create them so fast. I think next year is going to be a blockbuster year for Warrior Plus. I want to encourage all of you to get involved. Obviously, this is only half of the puzzle piece. This puzzle piece is the creation part. It's the piece people keep asking us about, right? How do I create these? How do I create these? Okay. But the other puzzle piece is, the sales, and then you just have to get out there and do it, really, with Warrior Plus. But this wasn't this today's workshop was not about Warrior Plus. I just use it as an example. Today's workshop was about creating these prompts. You can sell them on any of the platforms. You can sell them if you have your own platform. You can sell them on Instagram. You can sell them on Facebook. You can sell them on LinkedIn. I mean, you'll have a really hard time selling them on LinkedIn because of their algorithm. But I mean, technically, you could sell them anywhere that you want, right? You could put them on Stripe. You can put them, make any difference. You can put them on ClickFunnels. You can do whatever you want. That's what this is all about, is creating the prompts. Folks, I want to offer you one word of encouragement, and then Richard, I'm going to bring you in if you have any final words. Here's the thing. Every single thing you saw me do today, look me in the eyes. You guys see me in the eyes? Everything I showed you today, I made it up today. I made everything up today. 5 minutes before this call, 17 minutes is, I think, is when I made that slide. I did not know which prompts I was going to do today. I literally opened up Warrior Plus like 15 minutes before this call to see what some of the recent hot items were. I showed them to you, and together we picked 3 or 4. I literally made up everything we've done today, and I'm guessing Richard did too. And if he didn't make it up today, he made it up in the last 48 hours while he was thinking about it, is my guess. What does that mean? Any one of you could become a bona fide AI prompt system teacher in the next 30 days. Just learn what we know and start teaching it just like I am. I want to open up, Richard, any other final words that you want to share?
Not really, but I just wanted to encourage people, because I think maybe there's a perception that, we've got a starting point, haven't we? So like that product, I had a starting point. But the point is, go and ask what problems are people having in a particular niche. And, you start a bit further back down the road, just keep going with it's an interactive tool, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw a deal, and I forget what the guy's name is Brian, or it might have been Paul. They're the co-owners of Samcart. They did a private training like 6 months ago. I'm on one of their, I don't know what kind of list I'm on, that I had access for a while to their training calls. But anyway, I went to one of their training calls. They literally pulled up a Reddit thread in a topic, and they looked at all the questions people were asking in the Reddit thread, and they showed how you would just copy and paste all that in. You could even put the Reddit thread in ChatGPT, get the ChatGPT to extract out all the problems, get ChatGPT to write a sales letter for you for a product solving those problems, get ChatGPT to create a product that solves all those problems. And now you just, obviously, in Reddit, like, you'd be spamming if you went and like tried to sell it to everybody. But the whole idea is that if you wanted to start something in a new niche, what would you do? You could go over to Reddit and just start posting and have a profile. It's the same process I teach on Substack. I don't personally like Reddit because it's like chaotic to me, but it's the same process I've been teaching for 1.5 years on Substack. You make yourself a profile, you put the profile in the profile, you make products, and you get followers, and you send your stuff out to followers. So those of you that are starting from scratch, you don't even have to start on Warrior Plus. You know this. Again, this is not a Warrior Plus training. This is a prompt engineering training. You can do this on Substack. You don't even need Warrior Plus. You can do this on Substack and then just get a shopping cart, build a big list on Substack. I've taught this in the last year and a half as well. The only reason I'm teaching Warrior Plus right now is because I have a handful of clients that are interested in this kind of thing, and I think people can make some good money. And I know Warrior Plus inside and out. You know, I don't want to brag or anything, but I know it pretty well. And so I'm like, look, I don't want to personally do Warrior Plus, but it's fun to do it with people. And, you know, I make money when I do it with people, and they make money, and they kind of get a leg up and that kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun with me, but you can do it on Substack, right? I did it last year and a half prior to the last couple of months. I did it on Substack. The only reason I haven't the last couple of months is because I've been writing the book. So I haven't done much of anything in the last 4 months except partner with people, and then they get my experience if I partner with them, and then we're able to do stuff like this. So I want all of you to take this and say, the biggest thing I want to do, folks, I feel like I'm kind of a broken record here, but I want to infuse in you a belief that you can do it, and then just go do it. So with that said, let's go ahead and wrap up, because you don't want to hear me saying it over and over and